Welcome to Ron's Garage. Today is the 28th, and it happens to be my middle son's 26th birthday today. But this isn't in celebration of that. I've got a couple of really good friends that I actually do trades with when it comes to trombones. One of them is a longtime friend from drum corps. His name's Tucker. And I'll show you the trade that I did with him, which has already been a few weeks. But the one for today is Will Kelly. And Will Kelly was just somebody I communicated with over the trombone forums on Facebook. And we've become fast friends. I mean, we've only seen each other on Facebook, but we've been doing a lot of back and forth trading. So here's the unboxing for today from Will. So let's take a look. And this is one of, I think, 2 or 3 parcels that will be coming in over the next few weeks. And this was in trade for my completely restored Olds recording and the Getzen KT series that we got. Anyway, so let me tilt this down here and let's take a look. All right. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to split this box open like a fish. Here we go. Yeah. I recognize this case. It's not mine, but I know what it is. Okay, so first thing on here, you can tell by the tan and the black on the edges here that this is probably an old Getzen case. And look at that. It's an old Getzen case, and it says Getzen. This case usually is what contains a Super Deluxe, but let's take a peek. Or Deluxe. It is, wow, look at this. Okay, I know what this is. He bought this. This is a Getzen Deluxe. Look at that. This is one that I've never seen before. I remember seeing this being up for bid, and then he ended up grabbing it. I just kind of walked away from it. But this one's kind of cool. It's got a 2-piece bell. It's not removable, but it's a 2-piece bell. It's a not friction fit, but a twist fit here. There is no bar up here, so it kind of looks like an old Olds where they would have the little bear thing on it. And that flare is pretty thick. Okay, now this down here, it looks pretty thick. And this looks like a French bead. It's just folded over on the end here. It's not curled over and soldered. So this is cool. And then some of the early Getzens use these, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided. I think they're 6-sided pieces here, solid pieces as braces. I know they use them on their Elkhorns, which was their student model, but this is in pretty nice shape. So there's no dents or dings up here. And obviously it's a 7-inch bell. The other cool thing about this that I can see is, hold on, let me get this back in here properly. Properly. Okay, I'm not doing this very well. It has to go under here. Does it have to go under here? No. All right, I'm not exactly sure how Will got this in here. I think he just kind of stuffed it in here, because this doesn't look like the case for this horn, though it's a Getzen. And then this is kind of cool. So look at that. This is the slide lock, which is just a piece that's fitted over here, and you rotate it, and the only thing it's locking to is this formed lip on the slide. And then this piece here is the bumper to keep it from slamming. So this is kind of interesting. Chrome up here. Okay, chrome or nickel, probably nickel. And the slide seems to be okay. Looks like it could use a little alignment. There's not much I can do with the bottom slide, but this is a little wide down here. But it looks like, yeah, so the tubes have to be trued up. But this is kind of cool. And then it's got this satin finish on it, which Looks like it might be paint. Yeah, actually, I think this is paint. No, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's paint because I can see some nickel under the paint here. So, but it still looks kind of cool. So this is very cool. Next one up. Let's take a look at what else is in the box. There you go. Nice and easy. In here to hold the horn. I like these old Getzen cases. They're so vintage looking. I mean, it's just a big wedge, you know, and it's got just that. It's just got that 1940s, 1950s, you know, travel luggage look. I'm going to put a little handle up here so it's easy for me to move. Okay, now this next one. Oh, this one's okay. This one's like a con case. It looks pretty beat up. Okay, let me close this up here. Yeah, see, this looks like very much looks like a con case, or it could be a Holton case actually, because the con cases are more angular. Okay, so how is this a Holton case? Well, let's take a look. First of all, you can see it's straight and it's rectangular. The other thing is these latches, these circular latches. I've only found these on Holton cases or horns inside of the Holton cases. And it actually says Holton right here on the case. So I'm going to have to do some repair on this. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, he told me he bought this, but he wasn't too excited about how it played. This is a Holton Super Deluxe. Look at that. So, taking some cues from Olds with the two-tone bells, we have copper up here. Copper. Very dead, and then we have nickel down here. I suspect it might be nickel plated, but yeah, and then you can see that the etching kind of goes across the two. Yeah, I can see how it's been attached in here. You can see where they put the little attaching pieces in it, and then they braze it all together. So yeah, these two are separate, and then up here, of course, is yellow brass. These are solid. Then you have this great Super Deluxe counterweight here. Need some work on this one. A little flat in here, probably because the copper. You know, the copper is very soft. But yeah, this should be fun. Let's see, this is tuning slide. Yeah, tuning slide moves. Okay, so we'll put some grease on it. This looks like a 7.5 inch bell. 7.5 inch. Here's the Holton slide. I've learned what Holton slides look like. The Holton slides, actually, these are the telltale sign right here. They're kind of angular, and then they've got the grooved. I'm not sure what the word is. I probably know what it is. It's just not in my head today. But the 10-inch slide lock here. But these are definitely Holton pieces. And then this is a Holton slide lock slug. They put a lot of them, it's just this top part, but this one's mounted on a kind of like a flange below it. So that's Holton. It's kind of narrow. It's probably meant for people with skinny necks, which isn't me, and it moves so it doesn't grab. It's just a wee bit on the wide side. Let me look up here. Yeah, so I will need to measure with calipers the distance here, the distance here before the slides expands, make sure that those are the same. And then once I do that, then I will need to heat this up here to loosen that solder so I can adjust up here, because you can see that this is right up against the inside here, and there's not a lot of movement. And when the slide's all the way down, if it doesn't move, then the two tubes aren't centered inside of the outer tubes. They're binding up against the side, and you should be able to wiggle it back and forth, because you can see that there's play in there, and you want to feel that play when it's all the way down, and there ain't none. So this is going to be a lot of fun, because I have one of these. I haven't played it in a while. It's kind of in the back of my shed. But yeah, so these are the cool little traded horns coming from Mr. Will Kelly, and I think I'm expecting like 4 more, but these are cool. Anyway, signing off for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Ron's Garage Unboxing. More to come.